Greetings, I'm Dev the developer.
And I am Glitch. The RSS perihelion has a crew, 2 names in a view model, no page to show them on, no way to add more. Today we fix all 3 of those problems.
We have crew data sitting in a view model. Today we put it on screen, wire up a button to add new members, and find out why a plain list silently fails the moment you try to update it at runtime. First thing, before any code, let's open appshell.xaml.
Sure, why?
See the shell content tag? The content template attribute points to mission page. That is what the app opens on every run.
And we are building crew page, so we navigate there manually every single time we run it.
Right, during development, that gets old fast. The trick is to temporarily point appshell at the page you're actively building.
Just redirect the entry point while you are working on that page.
Exactly. Nothing permanent. Switch it back when the feature's done.
Every run goes straight to crew page now.
Good. Let's open crewpage.xaml. We have a label and, well, nothing else. Let's add the collection view.
We used CollectionView before for static layouts. Now we are wiring it to actual data.
Right. Items source gets a binding to the crew property. Each row is defined by a data template.
What exactly is a data template?
It's the blueprint for one row. Whatever you put inside it repeats once per item. The key part is that the binding context inside the template is automatically set to that individual item.
So binding name inside the template means the crew member .name, not the view model.
MAUI scopes automatically. You don't have to go searching back through the view model. The item is the binding context.
So we are going to create a collection view where each item is a crew member, and the template will pull the name and role from that crew member using the binding context name and role. Wait, let me look at the code. The collection view is using the crew property from the view model, and each item in that collection has a name and role property. This is starting to make sense.
Run it and see the starting state. Commander Hayes, Dr. Vasquez, both rows showing initial data loads just fine.
Looks right, so what is the problem exactly?
The data was set before the binding connected. We need to try adding something at runtime. Let's go ahead and close it. We need a method in the view model, a button in the XAML, and a handler in the code behind.
3 pieces, view model gets the method, page gets the button, code behind glues them. Emperor Glitch, Systems Overlord, that is a reasonable title.
It's just testing data. Button in the XAML before the collection view.
Handler and code behind connects them.
Run it, and then go ahead and tap the button.
I tapped it, nothing happened, the list did not change.
Right, the item was added to the list in memory, but nothing told the UI about it.
So the binding engine does not watch the collection. It read the value once and walked.
Correct. List of T has no notification mechanism. It does not know it has listeners. It never announces when it changes. This is exactly what ObservableCollection solves. It lives in system.collections.objectModel. Same interface as list of T, add, remove, index are all the same. But it fires collection changed every time its structure changes.
Collection changed, a single event. Every subscriber receives it the instant the collection is modified. One broadcast point, every dependent node updates simultaneously.
The binding engine subscribes to that event automatically. When it fires, the collection view refreshes.
So the collection view becomes a dependent node on the collection. The roster changes, every bound control knows immediately.
One more thing to cover before we fix it. The declaration pattern is a bit different. This one's going to be a get only property, so it's not going to have any setter.
Why no setter?
Because we never replace the collection, we only change what's inside it. The object reference stays exactly the same. No INotifyPropertyChanged needed on the property itself.
The collection is the source of truth. We mutate it, not replace it.
Correct. Let's go ahead and fix the view model first.
When using one type change, remove the setter. That is the whole fix.
That's it. Let's run it.
Alright, let's see what this baby can do. Oh, tapped it. Emperor glitch appeared instantly, not a flicker.
One type change. Now something actually tells the collection view to refresh. While we're in the XAML, there's one small feature worth adding, an empty view.
What does that do?
It shows a message when the collection has 0 items. It disappears automatically when the first item is added.
The collection view manages its own empty state. No visibility bindings, no extra logic.
MAUI handles it. It's just one property element.
The collection view shows that label whenever crew is empty, then hides it on its own.
Right. Now, let us add remove. Crew.remove takes the exact object reference and pulls it out. ObservableCollection fires CollectionChanged and the row disappears.
The exact instance, not a match by value, the same reference that is already in the list.
Right. We need a remove button inside the data template, wired from the code behind using command parameter to pass the item.
Remove crew method in the view model first.
Button inside the data template. Command parameters bind to the item using binding dot.
Binding dot binds to the binding context itself, inside the template that is the crew member.
So command parameter hands the handler the whole object, the exact reference.
The button is per row. It gets the crew member for that row as a parameter. The handler can call remove with it. Now we need the handler, same pattern as add, except we cast the parameter to crew member and pass it in to be removed.
Now, before we run, I want to cover one more thing. ObservableCollection only fires CollectionChanged for structural changes. Add, remove, move. Not for property changes on items already inside it.
So if you write member dot is active equals true directly, nothing on screen changes.
Right. Silently does nothing visible.
Okay, but that is easy. Crew member just needs INotifyPropertyChanged. Add the interface. Put NotifyPropertyChanged in the setter. The binding engine picks it up automatically.
That is the right instinct, and it would work, but it is out of scope here. That is a separate pattern on the model class.
Okay, fine. What if we just set crew to null and reassign it? Force the property reference to change. That triggers the binding.
Still no. The property is get only. You cannot assign to it, and even if you could, you would lose the entire collection. The binding would have to reconnect from scratch.
Right? Get only, no setter. I cannot replace the collection even if I wanted to.
Correct, but there's a reliable workaround. Remove at, mutate, insert. Get the index, remove the item, change the property, put it back in the same position.
Remove at fires CollectionChanged on removal. Insert fires it again on reinsertion. The row re-renders and picks up the new value.
That's it. Same object, same index, 2 structural events. The re-render reads the updated value.
Not pretty, but it works because every structural change broadcasts immediately to every subscriber.
Let us show it. Toggle active on a crew member.
Index of remove at mutate, insert, 4 lines. Each structural change fires the event.
Now wire up a toggle button and label that show is active so we can see it flip. Great, let's go ahead and run it.
Let's give toggle active a try. Oh, look, is active flipped from true to false. The label updated instantly. I'm going to try removing a crew member now. Actually, even better, I'm going to replace them with me. I've got the power, yeah. Well, that was fun, but enough of that. Let's move on.
Observable collection gives your collection view a live connection to your data. Add an item and the row appears, remove it and it disappears. Structural changes broadcast immediately to every subscriber.
One event, every dependent node updates the instant the roster changes. That is a clean model for state propagation.
These collections are one of the most powerful tools in your MAUI toolbox. They are the backbone of dynamic lists. They are the key to making your UI respond to changes in your data. However, they are pointless unless you actually use them. Give them a try. Don't just watch it, do it.